Hello guys, so we have these two forms, the form I-134 and we have the form I-864. What are they and which one do we require for the diversity visa lottery? And guys, please remember to watch this video to the end because you will understand it better and you'll get information. Don't just jump into conclusion after watching some few seconds of the video. First of all, these two forms, they are both the affidavit of support. And for us to understand the differences between these two terms and which one we are going to use for the diversity visa lottery, then let's first understand this, that there are two modes or two ways in which you can come to the United States. The first way or the first mode is the temporary stay. And this means that you are coming to the United States for just a short period of time, maybe to visit a friend or a family, or maybe to tour. So it's just a short time. And in this case, we use a temporary visa, which is called non-immigrant visa. Number two, we have the mode in which you are coming to the United States for a permanent residence. You are immigrating to the United States. And you're intending to live in the United States as long as you want or permanently. And for this instance, we have the immigrant visa. In both of these two ways, you will need to provide or to assure the United States government that you are able to sustain yourself within that time. In both these cases, you will need to provide the affidavit of support. So, which do we use in which situation? For the temporary visit or the short-time visit, you will require to provide the affidavit of support, the form I-134. This is a smaller version of the form I-864 and it's not legally bound, though it is recommended by the United States government. When you are coming for a permanent stay or a long stay, you require to provide the affidavit of support form I-864. And this is a form that legally bounds your sponsor, that he or she will provide full financial support for you as you stay over here in the United States. So for the temporary or the short visit, you require form I-134 as the affidavit of support, and for a long stay permanent residence, you require the form I-864. Now let's come back to our topic now. Which of these two forms do you require? Understand this first. When you are moving for a permanent stay where you are required to have form 864, it means that someone has petitioned for your green card visa and that person is willing to support you. For example, a spouse may want to petition for his or her spouse to come to the United States. Or a parent may petition for the green card for their children. Or some job employer would petition for a green card visa for you to go and work with them in the United States. Now, when we come to the diversity visa lottery, remember this is unique. It is different from the other visas. Yes, it is a permanent residence status visa, but it is different from the other immigrant visa. In this case, no one is petitioning for your green card. It is a lottery by the United States government. In other words, it is the United States, in quotes, that is supposed to sponsor you to petition for your green card. But you are not required to provide any financial support document or any affidavit of support. It is not a recommendation in the diversity visa lottery. But most embassies, you will find they will request for the affidavit of support, Form I-134. I repeat, Form I-134. And why do they request for it? It's because you are immigrating to the United States for the first time, and it means you don't know that place. You're new to this place, the United States, and therefore you don't have any means. They will need you to have or to prove to the United States government that you're not going to become a public charge, that you have some way of supporting yourself for a short time as you pick up or as you take on the life in the United States. So after all, you have sought for a sponsor. It is not the sponsor who petitioned for your green card. You just found a sponsor, and the sponsor has agreed to sponsor you. And it is for a short time, maybe a month or two or so, for you to start life in the United States. Therefore, for the diversity visa lottery, you will require the Form I-134, even though it is not a requirement, it's not mandatory. So prepare one that when you go for the interview, in case the consular officer asks for one, you will have it. Because why should you be thrown into AP, yet you could have solved this issue? Prepare the Form I-134 before your interview and go with it to the interview. So I hope, guys, this information has been very informative to you. And if so, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not. And if you have, please don't forget to like the video. Let's meet in the next video.